Let me share with you the terrible wonders I have come to know.
Ooh, I got the Demon Hunter. At night. Okay, so that's... So the only issue that I primarily have is that I have too many characters. I don't use any of them. Like this.
Send this one to journey elsewhere, for we have need of sterner stock. Slumped shoulders, wild eyes, and a stumbling gait.
Because I need to start doing the
This
code.
one
I
is
have
no more
nothing
good
to
to us.
all. Like at all. Like 0 attempts to go through the cove. Oh, I also forgot to do this. This thing. Because sometimes, because of how screwed up the stagecoach is, sometimes it doesn't spawn new heroes like the Crusader, for example, unless that's turned off. So most of them don't even spawn. So I got some of the new ones, but not all of them. The Demon Hunter is designed to be basically like the Highwayman, but for Eldrix. Which is kind of nice. Except for this. This is probably, I don't get this. I probably should change this. Because the Cove residents of the Cove are not, or have a high bleed resistance. Almost like undead. So I guess she's good against the wield too. So. Okie dokie. Prophetess. Should probably stick you somewhere. But first, I need to stick these people somewhere. Lame. I guess. Brothel. Which is, I think, the one that is open. Cool. Alright, got all my ducks in a row for that. So I just need to throw someone into the pit. Her. Twilight Knights, so Villy, you're up. Well, yeah, why not? I just need either a secondary healer or... Oh, don't bother with those paid distractions. I think I'm gonna keep the level restrictions for now, just in case. Oh, it's at medium? That's cool. Ooh, I think it's Black Mage. That's all about blight. Marking and stun. I got the little quake thing. It's pretty cool. In that case I need to swap out one of the two. Yeah, I guess we could do this. Do that. There we go. She's good against Eldrix. He's just, you know, a general damage dealer with blight against humans, which is You can mark and then you can stun. And you can do this whole thing that just shuffles. The Prophetess is basically the same thing as the Vestal, except you can't stun. Is this, which I should change actually. I'll change that when I get into it. What this one technically does, that's supposed to do this, and then it's supposed to do something else, like your stun or something. Because like the Ascension mechanic, which I haven't got into, upgrades this so they can start curing stress. It can heal you. It could actually heal you for stress, but also not after that. It just increases your stress resistance, as well as then it starts curing like your horror too. So just like all around, I'm gonna cure you for stuff. Okay, so I'm gonna go add that into the game, into this thing at some point. But in the meantime, I'm gonna get these guys tinkered out. She's good. He's good. Well, not good, but he's good. Okie dokie. I actually forgot all the stupid things I need for that. So I'm just gonna take 2 of each of these. Okay. Why? Why? God damn it. You know, for a mod, I should really remove that loading screen and just jack up the, You know, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna remove this loading screen, and then I'm just gonna tinker around the mod to just make it so that it always spawns. Like every single dungeon, it just spawns. You just don't know when it's gonna pop up. Just like every other freaking mini boss. Or those mini boss, like the Mimic, for example. I know the Mimic's in every dungeon. Every single dungeon has a Mimic in it, and I want that to be this thing. So that if you go into the cove, you're gonna run into this guy at some point, which can give you some elevated fear. Hi guys. Oh, bad intro. I just basically skipped a bunch of stuff because I had to make a bunch of changes. And I'm still making changes, just I kind of forgot the mini-boss's monster type. Where is that? Which is this, right? Yeah, it is this. Oh, it's an Eldrick? Okay, he's not anything different. Alright, cool. It's 2 turns per round. Alright, cool. Alright. So, the chance of these guys dying is actually pretty freaking high because the mini-boss is prowling about. I also forgot to check if his ability does what. There we go. Clears smart, clears stun, cures bleed, and gets a torch. Okie dokie. So I did some changes. Again. The only real new change that I did. That's all it does. 3 or 4? What? That was it? Oh, well. Yeah. Yeah. Probably should increase that. It's only like 1 on Minor Blight. That's so. She has a bunch of damage, so. Stun. Ow.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all.
No resistance at all. It's great for me. Oh, you stunner, you piece of crap. That does nothing. Wait, is that wait, hold on. What is this bait? Oh, that's why. His damage is so freaking low. Oh my god, I didn't know how low that was. I should probably also mention I've never actually used a black mage in combat. I didn't look damage that low. He's just 9 to 14, his 6 to 12, even his 5 to 8. His is higher than the frickin' black mage. God damn it. That's really bad. That's like really, really bad how freaking low that is. Oh my god. Oh, more changes for me. Hold on. Heal, 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 heal. 41.
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
Maintain the offensive. Don't leave no stone unturned. multi-shot. Up. That didn't do anything.
Powerful blow. Press this advantage. Give them no quarter. Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
Isn't she like a level... Game, let me... Game, I had the middle click. Oh. That's why she did too. But that doesn't mean she does more damage, does it? Oh. No, that's not it. She just does that much damage normally. She's 9 to 14 to begin with. Oh. Oh. Maybe that's the reason. That's a 5% difference in damage. Ridiculous. Like no damage.
These nightmarish creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
I kind of was an idiot. Okay, so pause, refresh. Sorry for doing this again. That damage is really buggy. Okay, so after reviewing the thing, I don't think there's really any reason to change it. His damage is not the problem. The damage is the amount of damage everyone else does. Heals you? That's lame. Because the Twilight Knight uses level 3 abilities, but not level 3 weapon. So my issue is that she just does way too much damage. Then do I have to lower everyone else down? Because she does like typical damage if she's fighting, you know, by herself. I can't right click her. 9 to 14, and then she does bonus damage to fighting Eldritch or Poland, which those aren't either. 2 to 4. 2 to freaking 4. I get 3 to 5 on this guy because he's unprotected, but that's... Hey, there's a minor... That's minor... Yeah, it's like a minor blight. That's annoying. Yeah, at least like if you did less damage, but he like applied something like that.
A death
Man, I really
by inches.
didn't like focus this character all that much. Like at all. It didn't even really like focus on what he does and he specializes in. Do that. Do that later. We have this run. Is that? It's 4 damage. It's just like it's 4 damage and that's it. Where everyone else is like 7, 8 to 9 damage ish. So like, to him, it's like a joke.
But a victory nonetheless.
Alright, mini boss, where you at? This expedition is like it's pretty chill. People are getting hurt a lot, but it's not like
unsprung and thirsting for blood.
no one's like close to dying at all. The black mage is just doing bugger all the whole time. One shot it. Well, right. Oh, he's protecting him now? That's great. And he gets bonus protection. 58%. That's ridiculous.
Well struck.
Well, that's unfortunate. Not bad. Change damage.
Compassion is a rarity.
Yeah, she's really just carrying this. She's just carrying the whole
battle.
team now.
Seize this momentum. Push on to the task's end.
Cool. Stall Waiting on that mini boss though. This one. This one. Still nothing. Stun you. I don't want you protecting nobody. No, you probably should. Billy. 52. Stun. Done. Who cares? Done.
Masterfully executed.
Critical. Okay. Okie dokie. Whack you in the
The
face.
ground quakes.
You done? No, of course I'm not.
As victories mount, so too will resistance.
What is this? I think this one is this. Oh. That's really useful. Cool. Nom, 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 nom. Oh, mini boss. Where art thou, the mini boss? I know you're in here. Hi there, Crimson Court. Haven't seen you in a while. Great. These guys are resistant to plague, which is the whole blight, which is the whole reason why I brought these guys along. Damn it! I'm so freaking screwed.
A singular strike.
Die. Oh, thank you, game, for a nice, lovable heal. Oh, forgot about bombing run. That one's annoying.
Slowly.
About you?
Gently. This is how a life is taken.
Well, that's great.
Great is the weapon that cuts on its own.
Lame. Oh wow, that's a lot of bleed on you, mate. Cool.
This expedition
Now
at least
she
promises
has the
success.
cryptic curse. And I'm probably gonna have to keep her, just because I don't have that many demon hunters to begin with. Well, I just wasted it. Cool. I think it's this one. Do you do this? Yeah, right. Also, the snails are a pain in the ass. Because they have like 75 protection, so like no one does any damage to them. Even if you were to crit him, it wouldn't matter. Damn it, are you kidding me? It's a 20% chance of that failing and it totally worked. Oh well. That's weird.
A time to perform beyond one's limits.
Heal. That's cool. How to do more damage.
A decisive pummeling.
Although it just now occurs to me, do I have trinkets? I tested this on another save file, but I realized I didn't have any trinkets on that save file. This one I have saved. I should use them. kill him. Apparently not. Wow. Do I wish I could have an ability that you could pick two individuals individually and attack them individually. That would be so cool.
Perched at the very precipice of oblivion.
Body you. Stupid little pest monster thing you. Well, that's a heal I'd like to have. God damn. If only this did more damage. Actually, skip. Okay. So, upped his damage a bit. So he should do more damage now. Or at the very least, his blight should do more damage.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
Ah, critical heal. Thank God for that. Glimmer out. 46.
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
Okay, do I want to fight the mini-boss?
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a
No,
slow
not
and
really.
insidious killer.
Not particularly. I have no idea what to use that with. This one? No. This one? No. I'm gonna guess this one. I don't know. I'm just gonna stick her on it. Hot to trot. Holy crap. That's a lot. Still waiting on that mini boss. He won't even spawn. So the thing that I did is I made it so that mini bosses have a 50% chance of spawning in any of the dungeons just innately. So you have no idea if they're gonna spawn or not. They could spawn, they cannot spawn. If they do spawn, you don't get the loading screen. So you have no idea if they're gonna pop up or not. Which adds to the mystique. I hit the wrong button. Did not. Yep. Totally did.
Great is the weapon that cuts on its own.
So all the mini bosses now have a chance of spawning in all the dungeons, and then on the level 5 champion dungeon, they have a 100% chance of spawning. That's... well, makes it better. That way you have no idea if the mini boss is going to be there or not. I mean, any of the encounters you can have could be that encounter, it could just be a regular encounter for all you know. Which I think adds to the fun and mystique of the dungeons. That way you can't like strategize for like, oh, I'm going to be fighting this guy because I'm pretty sure he's going to spawn or whatever.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
Gulch. And... oh, spear chuckers. Oh, just kidding. Love these guys, they do so much damage from any range all the time. Which is gonna make my life so much harder. Man.
Teetering on the brink, facing the abyss.
What else does that do? 75 damage. But he did 5 damage across the board to 3 enemies. Wow. That's really good. Okay, so... actually, they're just elders. So getting that extra 1 damage is heal! At this point, doing a regular heal doesn't do squat unless you can't kill these guys.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all.
It's purely a DPS versus DPS, or DPR versus DPR.
And now the true test. Hold fast or expire. A decisive pummeling.
Oh, it's +5 because of her perk, right? Hard to try. Increases your damage by 20%. Yeah, okay, that's why I did so much damage. Okay.
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
Just please whack the tank, please.
How quickly the tide turns.
2 people right. Mass heal.
Patched up. If only to bleed again.
Wow, that's patched up. Only to bleed again. Quick! Didn't do what I wanted to do. We're all about to die. Some more than others. Should I heal first?
Soothed. Sedated. A singular strike. Seize this momentum. Push on to the
Still haven't
task's
fought the
end.
freaking mini boss yet. And I'm all about freaking clearing out room battles, which means I'm probably gonna hit all the
Glittering
room battles.
gold, trinkets and baubles,
No.
paid for in blood.
That's probably the last room battle. Probably. 80, 70, 50. Well,
Injury and despondence set the stage for heroism or cowardice.
money! We're assuming this is the last fight of the dungeon. If it's not, it's the last fight of the dungeon anyway.
The way is lit. The path is clear. We require only the strength to follow it.
I had that Crimson Curse. And this is where everyone's gonna start breaking.
Those who covet injury find it in no short supply.
Thirst. Yeah, you must persevere by stabbing yourself? That's
A powerful blow.
oh my god. Indigestion. Yeah, no. I guess maybe level 2? Oh, that was
Exposed
Ooh.
to a killing blow.
I need you to die. Today. Well, it's not great.
A hand's breadth from becoming unwound.
Alright, the healer's freaking caving in. That's great. Billy, you better not die. Trudging along. What you gonna do? Yeah, you're spelling a bunch of language that no one cares about. Way on the suppressing fire.
Masterfully executed. The slow death. Unforeseen.
Oh, we're done.
Unforgiving.
Okay, so I'm pretty sure that removes a perk. Quirk. Which one's the worst? Oh, well, that's pretty bad. Alrighty then.
At last, wholesome marine life can flourish.
13,000.
If indeed there is such a thing.
Alright, I got some new level 1 recruits. I think that's all I'm gonna do today. I've been playing for like, I don't know, like 2 hours or something. Most of that's gonna get cut.
Strength,
Oh!
purpose,
The
and
character I
peace.
didn't even
All can be
bother
found
to
in the
add,
focused
didn't
mind.
bother to continue to edit. Alright, Druid, you out. While I try to
Send this one to
dramatically
journey elsewhere.
increase, because like there's
For we
no
have
way
need of
you can have
sterner
all
stock.
30 of the common classes, have multiple versions of each of those 30 common classes, and have all the unique units in one party. It's physically impossible. There's no way. Even if you were to crank this thing out to maximum, it only goes up to 60. And I'm like, that's not nearly enough. Those are pretty cute looking. That's from the Seer class. That's from my favorite class of all time, the Fury class. Silver Musket Ball. What? What is this from? Oh, isn't this from the that one class I just refused to add to my game because it's free and I just never bothered putting in there? The Musketeer? It's just basically another skin of the Arbalest class, and I already have another one of those. I wonder if it popped up and it did not. That's unfortunate. Oh well. What you gonna do? Okay dokie guys, that's all we're doing today. We're just gonna keep trudging along, I guess. I got some quests to do with. The quests are piling up. I got some bosses to do with. Hi there, Sanguine Amulet. Obviously for the Blood Death Knight that I'm gonna get at some point in the future. We're still racking it up. We got so many trinkets. Oh, so many. Oh yeah, that's right. I changed it. So now, what's this? That's right. So I removed all the class restrictions from every single trinket. That means that all the Crimson Current trinkets, now all of them don't have a class requirement. Which means you could just start mixing and matching them to your heart's content. Which is kind of fun, because that means I'm having a lot of ridiculous classes, and all the hero classes are going to go through the freaking roof. Like Tiana, who's absolutely going to play on her next turn. Oh my gosh, with this, oh, she's going to get souped up in power. Plus 2 versus Mark, stun, and bleeding. Ooh. Interesting. Oh yeah, the trinkets are really gonna break the game, but I don't really care. Like, I don't care like as much, because I don't like the trinkets. I don't want to like modulate the trinkets or any of that crap. I don't care. To me, it just seems like you get a very rare trinket, you should stick it on somebody. If anything, I'll probably to make it so that I can't use this ever. I'm just gonna stick a trinket on a guy, and then I'll just get another trinket, and that's it. I won't touch it. Like, if I stick this trinket on her, that's it. I'm not gonna take it off. I just got to be on it. The only issue I have is that I don't know what this is. Like, this is the Plague Doctor's Crimson Core trinket, but I don't know what his other trinket is. So I have to go find it. And there's like, if we're counting all the trinkets. If we're counting all the classes that have Crimson Court classes, Crimson Court trinkets, there's gotta be like, of the 60 classes that are in my game, I would say about 20 of them. Maybe 20, maybe 30, maybe half. So either a quarter or a half of them have trinkets in the Crimson Court, which means that that's like 60 plus trinkets. Which is ridiculous, like literally insane. How many trinkets you could possibly get from the Crimson Court. But it is nice that it did cycle through, so I got a new Crimson Court here, so that's cool. But unfortunately for me, I have to deal with the freaking Crimson Court now. Because now that I added the infestation mechanic back into the game, because I was sick and tired of dealing with it, it's gonna get worse. So, alright. See you. Oh. This probably is it. Probably. This looks like one of them. Oh, one of the last things I'm going to add is as a side note. It took me like, I'm not kidding you, like about 30 minutes to an hour just copy and pasting the same stupid word over again, but I changed every, and I mean every single Kickstarter trinket, you know, those kick-ass trinkets you get. Yeah, I changed them all to rare. So they're all rare trinkets now that just spawn in the game regularly, but you can only get one of them. So now you can get a rare trinket like this one, which I'm pretty sure this is a Crimson Court trinket because most of the backer trinkets are ridiculous. They have like 5 abilities to them, so this looks like one of them because it's like all over the place. Usually trinkets are designed by having like it's like, oh, Dragon Slayer. Obviously that's for the Dragon Slayer class, but that means that it's for people who are in the front. And that's just how it is. You kind of get like a feel of how trinkets are by looking at them. But you get like something like this, like, oh, this is obviously a backer trinket. It's a cool kick-ass name and has a bunch of random abilities that do random things. So yeah, should be fun. There's another one. I mean, like, there are so many freaking backer trinkets in the game. I can't even just describe to you how many there are. There's so many of them. There are as much backer trinkets in the game that just aren't used as there are all the trinkets. Like, if you count all the non-class related trinkets and all the class related trinkets, you can add them together, that probably equals to how many backer trinkets there are. There's so freaking many of them. So yeah, that should be fun and exciting to accomplish, because I think the only other thing that I did, so that because of how many trinkets there are in the game, I made it so that all of the very rare trinkets can only spawn once. All the rare trinkets and everything else, like all the rest of the trinkets, besides modded trinkets like this one, all the class trinkets and all the trinkets in the game, they can only spawn either twice if they're not very rare, and if they are very rare, then they can spawn once. That's it. So trinkets like this, I can only get 2 of these in the entire game, and then that's it. The game will never spawn more of them, ever. And then so it just makes it easier so that I could just have like 2 of everything and then know what I have and what I don't. And then because I have, let's say, like 2 of these, I won't get more of them. And therefore, if I want to get less of these or something, I won't get any more. So that will then open up the rest of the game to give me the rest of the common trinkets. Eventually I'll get all of them. Every single one. And then at some point later on in the end of the game, I'll like have all the common trinkets, and therefore the game can't give me anything more. So unless I lose them in dungeons, which because of the terrible fatality rate that's going to happen when I do medium dungeons, that should make it interesting. I don't think the trinkets are going to break the game too much. They are absolutely going to break the game, because those freaking like Crimson Court trinkets with no class restrictions now. Although, now that I think about it, I'm sitting here. The only Crimson, like if I reverted the Crimson Court trinkets back to where they were before, the only Crimson Court trinkets that wouldn't be part of that list with the ones that are unique. Because the reason why I did this is because some of the unique trinkets, as you'll see as the game progresses, some of them have Crimson Court trinkets, but because they're restricted to that class, and that class is not generated in the stagecoach, they won't get spawned. So I have to remove the class restriction. But then it occurs to me that only Crimson Court trinkets, every single Crimson Court trinket you get from the Crimson Court, that's like, you know, like this or this, they all have a class restriction. So the only ones that wouldn't have a class restriction would be the ones from the unique units. And it wouldn't be that difficult to figure out what unique unit does what. But the main issue that I removed the class restriction was because you don't want to go through a dungeon like this and then get this. And you get the Silver Musket Ball, which is for a class that if I didn't have the Musketeer class enabled in the game, you wouldn't even see this class at all, because it's not in the game. I don't have the Musketeer class as part of my roster, because I don't see the point. So removing it turns the trinket mechanic just ridiculous. It makes it so over the top ridiculous that I can't even tell you. But it also makes the game more fun. So the whole point is to make it more fun, but also more, I don't know. It's all over the place. So anyway, that's my giant spiel for the day. So see you. Bye.